So, so yeah, I was bored. I wanted to make a new video. So, it's an interesting one, kind of going back to my game roots a little, as opposed to reviewing a movie or thoughts on a movie. PlayStation 2. Well, recently I dug it up out of my attic. Uh, I go through these spans in months where I just, I want to play something else. I was playing my N64, dug that up, and then I found my PS2. PlayStation 2, man. It's interesting. It's like it's like this everlasting paradise of games that will just never die. Meaning that it has one of the longest spans of games coming out for it. Meaning that N64, when it came out, they stopped making games for it and they moved on to the GameCube. Um, Xbox, or Xbox 360 rather, they didn't backtrack and make games for that, meaning it was backwards compatible, meaning that not backwards compatible, meaning that if a game came out for the 360, they didn't re-release it for Xbox. With PlayStation, PS2, Sony says, okay, PS3 is going to have a game, PS2 is also going to have a game. My main thing with that, or my main, positive thoughts on that is the Guitar Hero Rock Band series, is that they'll never let the PlayStation die. I think the only game that really they're slowly letting out is Rock Band, meaning that I don't know if Rock Band 3 is going to come to PlayStation 2. I know that Beatles didn't go to PlayStation 2. I know Beatles went to PlayStation 3. They didn't do PlayStation 2, which is smart, but let's be honest. The sports titles, all the sports titles, were always compatible, meaning that Sony said, okay, Madden 10 is going to come out for PlayStation 3. Madden 10 is also going to come out for PlayStation 2. And that's a great thing because honestly, it's keeping your buyers intact, meaning that they don't want to go out and spend $400-$500 on a PS3. Let's release a game for PS2 and make the money, which is a smart thing. I love my PS2. My PS2 lasts. I play many games that I've enjoyed, such as Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Madden series, Kingdom Hearts, Soul Calibur. But Soul Calibur then again came out for the other consoles, but I only played the PS2 version. Um, yeah, I mean, I love it because it'll last the test of time. It'll never die. That's a system, and it's very funny. I used to hate PlayStation for the sole reason of they got rid of the Sega Dreamcast, yes, and that killed me because that's one of the biggest sad stories in video game history is the Sega Dreamcast. I was gonna say Genesis. That's a big sad story. Anyway, so basically, yeah, that's just how I feel about PlayStation. It's just it got rid of. At the time, I was really upset because I loved Sega Gen. I love Sega Dreamcast. I loved it. I thought that was the next big thing, and they were gonna stay. And then Sony, I think, 8-9 months later, PlayStation 2 comes out. DVD. The online was experimental, yet it did work. There was online, but like the Dreamcast, it was a little experimental, meaning it still was, and it's definitely had no competition with the Xbox Live for the Xbox. But PlayStation has always been a system that has attracted people because of its graphics, because of its obvious, humongous library of games. Humongous library of games. And we love it. And it's just such a great thing. I love all the games that have come out for it. The library's huge. I have no complaints, really. I just feel like PlayStation 3, now getting into that topic, just never had... It had no edge. coming in, it was just like, okay, Sony, we know Sony's going to come out with another console. They have to. It had no edge. When Sony came out with PS2, it had edge because it had to compete. PlayStation 1 was competing with Nintendo, and they were head to head. I mean, yeah, the game quality was different, but they were still head to head. PlayStation 2 comes out, blows everything out of the water. So there's no competition. Now, when they came out with PlayStation 3, no edge. 360's dominating. Nintendo's falling into the backlight. They still try to compete. And it falls through. But getting back to PlayStation 2, great release, great games, great everything. There's no downside to it. I've never found a bad thing. Even the shitty games that came out for PlayStation 2. They had no shitty games. They really did. I cannot find one shitty game. I think I found one shitty game that wasn't even that shitty. And that was I can't even remember the freaking name of the game. It was like a Final Fantasy-esque kind of game that was very early role play. That whole shit. I couldn't find even a bad thing with that, and that was early PlayStation 2. That was like 2001, 2002. That was early. Graphics were terrible. I mean, compared to now, but just a great system. No real bad games. I can't find any really. Graphics, I mean, for the time were just unbelievable. I mean, yeah, we'll look back now and be like, wow. Like I'll look at Grand Theft Auto and I'll be like, wow, their mouths barely move and their fingers stick together. But that's okay. It was a great game on a great system. So those are my thoughts on the PlayStation 2. I know it's unusual for me to do a game review, but or rather game system review, but you know what? Gotta get some more videos on the channel. Love you guys. Please comment or I'll kill you. No, I won't. PlayStation 2. For life, homie. For life. Woo! Thank you. Have a good day.